Good morning, evening, afternoon. I'm Tato Cat. Welcome to the channel. Today we are playing Esoteric. Previously, we walked through the apartments a bit and tried to discover some things. Now we're here at the docks, and there's a griffin in the way. I was like, who is this person following me? And it's Snell. Snell is following me. That is the guild thing, and I don't know if I've done the wrong thing. Is that the guy in the yellow? Also, this looks like a wall. Can I talk to this wall? Can't talk to this wall. But that guy, he's in yellow. I wonder if that's our guy. We're looking for a guy in yellow. But let's go see. Excluding the anti-magic messaging. I don't know what that said. No one dismisses the dwarves. So there's anti-magic messaging. I'm not trying to. Remind me of what we're doing again. Apart from disturbing the peace, he laughs. What do you want to know? Tell me again about this tea shop. Again? Yes. You want me to go over the general stuff again? Yes, please. Okay, sure. Okay. He groans. So the tea shop below. The tea shop blows up on Tolstad. A big deal, you say? Yeah. I'll run through it again for you, cleric. Midday, the 22nd, reports of burning local tea shop on Pillar Road. Where's Pillar Road? I wonder. Militia arrives in no time, puts out the flames, keeps them from spreading, etc., etc. Few injuries nearby, no casualties. Turns out the shop was closed at the time of the incident. The city declares it a fireplace failure. The HWBT disputes it, asking for a cleric to check for esoteric circumstances. The cleric arrives late. That's you, by the way? Just to be mind-numbingly clear. Now, I don't know about you, but... He mutters and looks over her shoulder. Tea shops don't explode out of nowhere. Right before the election too, the goblin scoffs. Whole thing stinks. I'm the cleric. You sure it's not just an accident? Why does it stink? What's the militia? I want to ask some stuff about this so-called election. I want to ask some stuff about the so-called election. I want to know what you think. I don't know what to tell you. It's voting democracy. Doesn't sound relevant to the tea shop thing. Doesn't sound relevant to the tea shop thing. Politics always relevant. Politics is always relevant. Hell, depending on the outcome, this little operation of ours might not even be official anymore. You don't think they would leave power? They will leave if the results are just. We will see. You don't think they would leave power? I think it would be very optimistic to assume if they did. That would be neat. The first ever peaceful transfer of power in a major coastal state. First ever in history as we know it. Wouldn't that be something? Who are you voting for? None of your business. Interesting response. Let's see if we can figure this little fellow out, shall we? He says it like it's his default response. He has something to hide. No need to be such a hard ass. Fair enough. Charm a DC 18. That's... It's Paris. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to move down. Damn it. No need to be such a hard ass is not what I meant to say, but I don't think I could have passed that DC. But I also wanted to keep my streak of rolling no matter what. It's my right as a citizen to shut the fuck up about it. So, unlike most of you humans, I'll do just that. Are you some kind of human hater? Us humans really should shut up more. Wise man, pray tell, not secret of theirs inside. Us humans really should shut up more. I'd advocate for any creature, tall or short, to shut up. The goblins gives you wry grin, except me, of course. Fair enough. Other questions? I succeeded! I honestly didn't think I was going to. You need to be careful. This is clearly a sensitive subject. Flatter him, but not too much. So something like, I don't know what to vote for. I would love the input from a smart goblin like you. How about, your opinion is valuable to me. I would be honored to hear your thoughts on those elections. I love you. Okay. Hear me out. I respect your right to privacy. I simply hope you are making an informed decision. I don't know who to vote for. I would love your input from a smart goblin like you. Okay. Way too much of a kiss ass, he won't respect you. Okay, hear me out. I respect your right to privacy. I simply hope you're making an informed decision. Ooh, I like it. Affirming his position while subtly hinting about his inability to make a rational choice. Devious. Let's go with that. The goblin tilts his head to the side. Are you okay, cleric? I respect your right to privacy. I simply hope you're making an informed decision. And vote for me, the God King Wizard Lord. Cleric. Of course I am. I'm the Asgalis stand for all underground societies. They see no difference between folk and class. With them in charge, Norvik would see the same prosperity. known to all in Kingdoms High. And as Ascalist? Didn't expect that. A vote is seldom placed out of self-interest. I too stand with the Dwarven brethren. You're a goddamn bleeding heart, Snell? That is an opinion that you have. Don't get involved. Well, I don't want to say an insulting one, and I don't want to be with the brethren. I don't want to do either of those. So I'm like, that is an opinion that you have. Alright. So this is not the pillar. It is noon. I don't know how I managed to get lost in a game like this, but I am lost. Office of Schnur Appledent. Gonna go in. So I'm in Lower Tolsta. Something stuck between the pages. Sure. Okay. Oh. What's that? A collection of books, political mostly. Literature, you see a collection of books from the philosophy canon, none of which you are really able to understand. Next to the line of famous political books, as Gallist Theory, Donist, The Dark Book of Shadow, Lexidra, many more. Open the Blind Manifesto by the Hedonist. Open the Memory of Statesman by Nicholas Darrow. Open the Dark Book of Shadow by the Shadow Lord. Oh, let's open the Book of Shadow by the Shadow Lord. I want to be a lord myself. You pick up the black-covered tome. A faint tingling goes through your gloved hands. This is the most evil book I've ever seen. How did they even get the cover to be that black? It's like a void. Thickened graphene. That is how they create the darkness on the cover. A memory lingers in this tome. What could go wrong? The text is not dangerous. The page show, but holy scripture of the Shadow Lord's lost religion, one of eternal servitude, the search for life and death. However, you remembered well. This was the first book you were ordered to study as punishment for your idiotic behavior at the tower. You remember your first journey towards the Esoteric? Okay, let's... Ooh, goody. How liberating it was to know beyond any doubt how much greatness hid within your mind. Blurred faces, hushed whispers, a crowd of thought doubtful peers, each snickering about your hand. A raised hand among a crowd of sheep. Patriarch. It's not just a religious text. They stare at you. It's a spell book. Those were the words. Oh, how they laughed. He asked you to prove yourself, so you did. I went up to the patriarch. I took the Book of Shadows. Yes. Then I... Yes. Memorize, detect alignment. Gain item, detect alignment. You memorized it on the spot. Then you cast that ancient spell once used by the Death Knights of the Shadow Lord to subjugate and control the minds of his people. A spell that is, despite its first level, not learned by most clerics until they grasp the intricacies of higher tier casting. Everyone was left stunned by your excellence. To not only master such a spell, but to do it in seconds instead of days. In that moment, it was yours. From that moment, you marked your place at the towers as the greatest spellcaster and the greatest talent among them all. However, as always, the weak fear the strong. That moment also began your ostracization. You would never be among them, never have peers, none would see you in any way as a brother or a comrade. I would be an enemy. Oh, I would be a leader. I would be enemy. I'd be an obstacle. I would be their end. Oh, I wonder. I feel, well, what would they see me as, or what do I see myself as? I don't know if I'd be an obstacle. I don't think they would have seen me as a leader. Their end. You are. And you shall continue to be. Gasp for air. Your vision is blurry. It's filled by the pages of the book. It is a good one despite its religious fervor. As many say, the Shadow Lord was as much early arcanist as he was the greatest of the walking gods. Yes, I am a walking god! I will be the end of my tower brethren. Why is it on the games that I'm playing lately, I seem to be trying to end a tower of some sort? In case you don't know, I'm referencing Dragon Age. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's fun. I read a lot in that one too. Walking God, the term used to describe the divine avatars who rose and fell in and around the divine era. Most major religions on the coast today are built around these figures, and their influence can be felt everywhere. Earth was the last known walking god when he faded 27 years ago. Close the book. Okay. That's cool. What about the other books? What does the other books do? Open Memoirs of a I guess I'm going backwards. Open the Memoirs of a Statesman by Nicholas Darrow. I believe that's who we're going to be looking for as well. Literature. The first few pages are devoted to rambling texts about the history of governing, from ancient texts from various beasts of Jor to gods of the divine era to several arcanist figures. Darrow then smoothly moves on to conflate their accomplishments with his own. Beast of Jor, a term for the sentient folk who aligned with Jor during the Gate era, also known as Antisepalian folk. Most are gone today. Antisepalian folk? Sepalian folk? Old Diminorian term meaning before the closing of the gates, used to refer to those who lived before the end of the Gate era, exactly 2027 years ago. Sorry, I just keep reading that as 2027 instead of the actual amount of years, a date instead of amount. The closing, a term for the closing of the gates. The event which ended the Gate era occurred exactly 2027 years ago. It's gonna happen in the future. Oh no, did I miss up? Especially since he also includes an explanation of of his lineage, that he is the direct firstborn grandson of Borgo Darrow, the first paladin of Earth. Borgo Darrow, the first paladin of Earth, found the Earth Guard, as well as the illustrious Darrow bloodline, known for his bravery and inability to be damaged in battle, died of a heart attack at age 40. His passing is used as an example of the importance of aging men to keep track of cardiovascular disease. Wise words. It is not so subtle. The many pages go on to describe both practical but mostly theoretical methods a statesman felt like I had to put the quotes in there, just to make sure I read the book correctly. I'm taking I don't like this person. Should use when dealing with the populace, the bureaucracy, and the ideologies of modern life. You haven't read this before. Luckily, you don't have time to do so now either. Generally, the book has rather rough tone about democracy. A quote you've heard before from this book pops up towards the end. Those who believe in democracy have a wonderful view of folk, to think them capable of making rational and informed decisions, devoid of personal bias and emotional conduct. I got hit points for that. From what you remember, it caused quite the stir when it came out 2 years ago. You recall a rumor about Shield Lord Jarn having hated this book so much during its printing that he personally bought 200 copies only to burn them in his garden. Shield Lord, the magistrate handling industry, armories, city defenses, mining and refining, as well as resource allocation, currently held by Eric Jarn in Northwall District. Northwall, one of the 5 districts in Norbeck, known as the Industrial District for its many factories built along the river. This is where you live. Anyone who calls it the Northwall is probably not a local. Everyone who is cool calls it Northwall. Just Northwall. It's probably not true, probably. Put the book away. You do so. Okay, so I didn't learn anything from that other than finding out that Darrow is kind of a dick. Memoirs of a Statesman. Yeah, I read that. Blind Manifesto. The book. Always listen to your hungry stomach. It says with big, ugly letters on the first page. You should listen to the book and the stomach. This crazy old text. This wonderful manual. This foul debauchery. This wonderful manual. Same as always, the book begins with a tirade about property ownership. And on the 5th page, you find a diagram showing how to ritualistically summon a demon. Chaotic evil fiends. They are mostly bloodthirsty monsters and rage-crazed barbarians fallen out of Heishi. I'm probably choosing the wrong language to pronounce that as. But some other more civilized spawn do reign in the cities and realms surrounding the endless maw. I can't help but not call it Heishi. Heishi? Heishi. Huxi. Hakesi. Hotsi. Why did he do this to me? Why? One day I'm just gonna make a compilation of me just continuously mispronouncing stuff. There was an entire game series that I was like able to pronounce the name of the game one time. It just what Avens along the coast means either growing maw or into air, an abyssal, a deeply cursed jungle hellscape filled with volcanic river, flesh-eating insects, flesh-eating insects, Like from the Mummy? It's not how those work. But okay. And murderous plant. One of those elven sanctuary, now home to demonic warlords, tiefling cities, and celestial crusaders. It's incorrect, however, on purpose, supposedly. Gain experience, 5 points. The rest is a series of extreme essays on the topics of hedonism, rejection of statehood, free association, maximizing sensation, direct democracy, and reciprocal exchange. It paints up an image of an ideal world where all can live without strife, simply through the cooperation and love of all things. Made illegal in many cities after its release in 466 AE, this rambling text has survived for one reason or another. It is the thrill that makes you feel good. The texture of truth. Look at the chapter on free love. You flip to the page 52. You remember it well. It has pictures. Tiny scribbling, something akin to stick figures, positioned in various enwrapped unities. You remember the words well. The guide on how to make ultimate sensation of flesh. Kind of hot in a sad way. I basically just read the stick figure Kama Sutra. Okay, put the book away. Well, we will read the next book, the next episode. And these episodes are short, so I don't get to do much in them. But I will read this so I don't lose anything. Hedonists, an infamous group of activists and arcanists spawned towards the end of the Coast War. They stand for something, probably, mostly they're known for inciting riots and playing with demonic forces. Alexandro. Oh. I'm gonna put it back. Alright. We will look at Alexandro and talk more in this shop in the next episode. So I'm hoping to edit this quick and send it out today. So you get pretty much a live video today. Night. Morning. I don't know when you guys watch this. I recorded it and I'm going to edit it for 2 seconds. And then I'm going to post it right after. So yeah. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed that. And I hope to see you in the next episode. Hopefully we'll figure out stuff and we'll see more shops. Until then, see you next time.